Hi lovely people, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning viewer, and a warm welcome if you're new here. I'm sharing with you today my Cocoa Daisy setup in personal rings, personal size Dori, and a little bit about my gratitude journal as well, which is all for February. Disclaimer right up front, I am on their planner team, so all the product that I do receive from them I either receive as part of my planner team package or at a reduced price. So I'm going to start with this one since it's in my hand and it's the little one. February has been all about Paris and the cutest little French bulldog, and of course Simon and Betty, thanks to the extra kits. I'll link some unboxings up the top for you. And the other thing that I have been doing this year is a little bit of keeping a gratitude journal in an A6 Hobonichi. And I just wanted to show you just the very simple decoration that I'd added to this in advance of February. So all I'm doing with this is I am using, let me find it, there we go. So I'm writing down at least 3 things every day that I'm grateful for, and this is something that I've done for 5-6 years now. And I mean, you know, gratitude practice and things is well documented, but I mean I do take it as it's part of my faith is to be thankful, and to look for the gifts that, you know, God gives every single day. So I have various places for prompts if I can't think of anything off the top of my head, you know, because I don't want to write down the same things every single day. Then I use the Anne Voskamp's 1000 Gifts Challenge, which is linked on my Pinterest, and there's a link to my Pinterest down below. And I also use the EllieBeth Designs, my business's gratitude challenge, which we have one every month as well. Or I just write things down. So I mean, things like, you know, here it kind of, I just kept listing because they were just there. And I started off, I was like, I'm not going to decorate, it's going to be pen only. Yeah, that lasted long, about 2 days. And I have actually started adding some little bits in, generally little things like, you know, the day stickers, or yeah, that one was a little bit more involved, but I quite enjoyed doing that. There we go, that was a bit of pen only. And these are the wacky holidays from Every Minute Story. And so I've then, yeah, come into this week, sorry. Oh, Tom's deciding he wants to come and join me again. He's got a thing where he just heaves himself up on the chair, on the arm of my chair. And I've been making a little pencil board each month. So I've done that for February. Popped in the challenge from Holy Experience, and yeah, just made a little pencil board just to give yourself something to lean on and also act as a page marker. So that's it for my gratitude challenge or gratitude journal, and it's really fun seeing this fill up. I've done this bit for, as I say, for years, but I've normally done it in like my weekly spread, and I flicked back through afterwards, and yeah, hi Tom, yeah, okay, Tom is here. But I'm really looking forward to having a whole little book to flick through at the end of the year. Right, what are we doing, Mr. Tom? You want to come and say hi? You're like, yeah, I want to come on and say hello. You can't have the planners. He's upset. He won't leave me alone at the moment, will this cat? Come on, Tom, let's just scoot over here. Go on. I know you went to all that effort to pull yourself up as well. Right, let's get to the planner. Okay, so this is personal rings. It is a spice Himalayan salt, and I am so pleased to have it because I wanted a Himalayan salt for quite a while, and I did buy one last year, but it was the second batch, and the colour was just, it was sufficiently different for me to not like it. Anyway, this came up on the UK Foxy Fix group, and I was like, oh, is it the first batch? If it is, I'll have it. So I'm quite pleased. because yeah, the colour's exactly what I wanted from it. I have some charms, or a charm on the front, charm dangle from Colibri Charms, the lovely Mary Kay. And I think she still has a couple of these in her shop, I'm not just sure. It's got rose gold hardware this month, which matches all the accents in the Cocoa Daisy kit, which is quite cool. And then I've also got this amazing tassel, which is from February collections a couple of years ago, and I just thought, yeah, it's just perfect. Leave my flapjack alone. Cats. So I thought it was just perfect, and you can see at the top I've got all my clips and bits and bobs. So let's get in. Okay, just tuck you up there. So I've changed things a little bit in that I've not put my journaling Dori in my planner this for this month. I have stripped it out, partly because I've got quite a lot more on the rings and loads of clips and things, so I couldn't fit it as easily. So I just decorated the pockets very simply. This vellum, again, I think this was last year's collection, can't quite remember. And then I used this gorgeous overlay with the balloons and the hearts just as my front cover, and then we get into my sections. Now I have changed things a little bit, and if you've been watching my channel for a while, you might have seen my getting things done and adapting it into my planner. I'll try and link up here again to the video which kind of explains how I was doing that. And I'm going to flick right to the back to start with, because I have a page in here which is called Planatomy, the anatomy of a planner. And I just went through and I was actually thinking about what I needed in my planner, what the sections needed to be and where things were going, because I wasn't really using the getting things done method. I'd not got an inbox, it was driving me bonkers, and so I just needed to refresh and kind of refocus on that. So first divider is all my kind of calendary bits. So I just added some a sticker from the printables, from the Valentine's digital kit. I have just gone and put Simon and Betty in here as much as I possibly could, basically, in case you're wondering. Then again, that card was from the printables. I've got my year at a glance, and then a little selection of Simon. I loved this from last year, it was just brilliant, so I had to have that. And then, yeah, Betty with her coffee, love it. Then this is my mood tracker, my year in pixels. So I've just created a little card with the key on it, and popped in a little paper clip, which again was from last year's collection. That takes me straight into February, and this is just my month at a glance, where I'm just jotting down mainly work tasks that need to happen in the future. Oh, and I just popped that back in as well because I love that card, it just makes me laugh so much. This is a little bit new. This is from Peanuts Planner Co, and it's a fold out of the year. So you've got your year vertically, and then you've got I printed 2 files back to back to create like a journaling space as well. So my intention with this is just to use it as a bit of an overview of the year, a bit of a monthly review, place to look back on rather than forward. I pulled out a acetate from last year's collection again. I just slipped that under there, and you can see what that's like. It's got hearts and things that I'd used. And then this clip was actually from the April kits, I think, last year. And then we get into the goals section. So this is where I've changed a little bit. So I decided I wanted to go back to using this space here at the front of the month on 2 pages as my finished projects spread, rather than my kind of list of to-dos and things that I wanted to get done. So that's a little bit of a change, because I actually found it really motivating, really helpful to look back and go, what have I actually accomplished? What have I finished? What have I made progress on? So that's why I changed that. My month on 2 pages has just got some key, like, recurring things that we do, and other things that could affect working hours on so that I can have that for reference. I made these stickers for myself. I did them basically to coordinate with the Cocoa Daisy collection, and if that's something that would be of interest, that's something I can pop in the shop if anybody's interested in those. Because obviously I've always had them in rainbow colours, but sometimes it's just nice to have them coordinate a little bit better, isn't it? Then I've got forward planning here, which I am deciding what to do with that. I've not decided yet. I've got tracker because it's pretty, and on the back I just popped the Cocoa Daisy Planner Challenge, and that was probably, I will just mark off the days that I do on this. And I want to colour in Simon and Betty, I just didn't get around to it. Plus, you've got to leave yourself something to do. Then this page is going to be for my yearly goals. My word of the year is stewardship, and I have 8 goals that I have put together, which is linked in with my power sheets. So I'm going to just jot those down in here. This was from the free printables. This was printed from the Valentine's digital kit, and I just printed it on acetate. And this is my inbox. So this is where I just jot down anything that comes into mind, whether it's an idea, a project, something I need to do, a reminder, a date, anything goes in here. It looks very clean at the moment. That's because I've not started putting anything in. It won't be very clean for very long. It gets very messy very quickly. But then part of my weekly review process and weekly planning process is to go through my inboxes, which also includes any emails, paperwork, and I also text myself reminders as well. So it's to go through all of that and put it in the right places. And I've just put a little prompt that if it's an actionable item, then it either goes on calendar, projects, next action or waiting on list. Or if it's not something I want to take action on immediately, then it's going in the someday, maybe list for reference, or it goes in the bin. So that's kind of how I process those. And that's kind of my interpretation of David Allen. Yes, it is David Allen's getting things done method. I've got quite a few pages from the free printables just to keep there ready for all the scribbles. Then we come to my daily to-do section, and I'm just going to, yeah, that's fine. So another divider, and my dividers, I did what I did in December, which was to trim the actual dashboard, the personal size dashboards down and mount them onto some of the paper, because I was always backing them anyway, so this way I didn't have to have that. Plus it makes one layer on the rings, not two. Got to be good. And oh, that was a few years ago as well. I just loved that, it makes me chuckle. So I've got my list there for the rest of this week, but then I have divided up my weeks using the little tab stickers that were in the kit, and I just went, you know, macaron bow, macaron bow, macaron bow. It works for me. I've got a week at a glance just for any notes or anything that I need to jot down. This will be my usual work, home, personal sections and trackers. And then my to-do marker this month is very simple. It's just find, there we go. It's just the balloons, the remainder of that acetate that I had, and I just love the balloons so much that I wanted to see them every day. So, and I just stuck some sticky notes on there. Then I've got my daily pages, and I've decided just to go back to, because yes, artwork, lovely, fabulous, but people in my planners I'm not so sure about, and I decided that I wanted to have it back like this, with my daily list up against my weekly trackers and projects, which is what I used to do, and I found it worked quite well, so I thought, let's go back and try that again. So I've just put in enough for, so I think it's 5 or 6 per week, and obviously gone through and dated these. And then we get to my, oh, what section is this? Projects list. Yes, so this is my project section. And as you can see, these paper clips serve no function whatsoever other than to be pretty and look fabulous, because why not? One of the benefits of backing the dashboards onto paper is that, sorry, cat invasion again, is that I glued it so that I could tuck them underneath. I just didn't quite leave enough space for that big long one, but never mind. So they're quite secure there. That will be just a project list, and then I've just got things like work, stuff for me, home and future, and I just went through and put some cute stamps on from previous stamp things that I had. This I made last year and I just had kept it. I'd made that from the free printables, I think it was. So I just hung on to that and yeah, figured I would use it because it's pretty and it makes me smile. That's my current projects, and then I've just got all the pages for every event that I'm doing this year. Pages for anything that I'm big projects. So yeah, so places where I'll be going or where there might be sales coming up or anything, and things that I need to do towards that. You're probably the first people hearing this, but June 27th this year is going to be the EllieBeth annual event. Very, very exciting. It's going to be a fabulous, fabulous day. And then this is my trackers section. So I have in here all of my trackers and routines. So again, I just listed those up front, popped a calendar card on because that's always helpful when you're looking at where you're up to in a month. And then my notes section is just everything else basically. Little Simon and Betty in the corner. And again, that's my index of what is in there. This, I want to say this was in either October, I think it was October, as planner kit, and I just thought it was the best match that I had as a pen loop. And of course then I've just got the Cocoa Daisy pen. And then in the back I have my little weeks booklet, and I'll just show you February because I've done something different with February. As I mentioned in January, I'm only planning in this for Monday to Friday. This is basically my content calendar. So anything that's photos, videos, graphics, releases, editorial stuff, blog stuff, anything like that is going on here. So I've just set it up at this point initially, and I'll go back in and do some more on it. And then I've been making, if I show you that one, you can see there, I've been making like just a weekly list, again just using Monday to Friday. I've not finished with all of this yet because, to be honest with you, my head is still in January. So that is my planner sort of setup and how that is working for me. I think just streamlining a little bit, adding in some of the getting things done principles in a way that works for me is going to make life a bit better, because yeah, this month has been a little bit all over the place and a bit crazy. But this is the thing with planning. I think, you know, it has to be a process of something that you are reviewing and evolving as need be. Final thing that I'll just share with you is the my Dori setup for the month. I have added a few little bits of pink to this cover, which is the Daisy Weeks cover. I think they do still have them on their website. And I also added again a previous Colibri Charms bead chain, and that Simon charm will be from a couple of years ago, and it's an enamel one which is fab. I adapted this slightly because I added a third hole in the middle because I didn't like how my notebooks were sitting with just 2 holes and 2 elastics on each one. So I have tweaked this a little bit, and I shortened my elastic because it's incredibly stretchy, this. So I like my Travels notebooks to be quite tightly held. So in here for February, you can see I've also got my January, and I've got an older Dori that I'd kept, which has got all of my crochet and knitting notes in. So that's all just there with a little tracker of using skeins from Stash this year that I want to do, and then works in progress and just notes generally. So in here I just decorated the front pockets a little bit, used some of the printables, used something I'd made last year again. And my cover, let me just pull that back, there we go. There, I've just put that there to protect it really. So used the tag that was the subscriber gift this month to decorate my cover. Just added lots of little embellishments to it. These dots are actually from the January kit and they worked beautifully. And then inside we got Simon and Betty, because Simon and Betty, gotta have that. Oh, on that note, I just wanted to show you the other day I was flicking through my crochet planner and I just noticed Simon. Oh, Simon spotting. It's an actual sport. So it makes me very happy to be able to have lots of Simon this month. Okay, so February, I've set up my currently list ready to fill in. Again, just use like the journal card and one of the little tab stickers to make a little flip out, because I'll probably add some more journaling underneath that. Just put some headers down and then I get straight in, and I'm using one day goes across the whole page. Now last month I popped in advance lots of these little of the journaling cards, so just find one I can show you. Yeah, there we go. So I just put like some little journaling cards in ready. I've not done that this month, but I have got some picked out that I definitely want to use. So I've just dated all the way through, different ways of doing the dates. I thought I'd have a little bit of an experiment. That was quite fun. Then I've got some blank pages ready. This one is going to be a spread dedicated to Tom, who keeps invading, and our cat Lucy. And again, just another blank page for some memory keeping, journaling, whatever I want to do. Carry on with dated pages. Thought they looked quite cute. And there we go. I actually really like the colours in this, so you know, I'm not anti people in my planner completely. And then of course it's a leap year, people, so when you're dating your February calendars, don't forget that. And then we've got just a blank spread at back, added Simon and Betty heading off into the sunset or wherever they might be going. And then this was just an idea of a couple of little spreads I wanted to include, and I made a little pocket at the back from some of the vellum. And then at the back cover I just got a little hint of Simon. And again, this piece of paper was from last year. So that is my journal kind of setup. The final thing that I wanted to show you is my sticker folder. And I actually have just picked this up and discovered that I didn't put any of my stickers away, so I'm going to organise those now and show you. So my sticker folder, I have made these for a number of months, and this month it's developed a bit. It's now got sections and little extra bits, and I had to put Simon in it because Simon, it's February, it's Simon's month. I also put the one of the postcards that I got on the front, but I only washi taped on two sides, thinking that I could use it to just slip any note paper in, another place for that, and I added this little binder clip, which I think was a couple of years ago. I know I've had that for a while. It is a little tarnished. I need to give it a bit of a clean up, but I just thought that extra little pocket on the front might be useful for loose bits and bobs. So the stickers, let's see, because I get a lot of stickers. I like stickers. And I used some of the packaging for this as well. So I was going to sort them out. So I wanted to sort out the alphas, the Daisy Weeks kit. I kind of like keeping that together. So I want to keep that all in one place. There's another page to that. There we go, there it is. Okay. So I'm going to sort them out broadly into categories and then pop them away. So alphas, those kind of the planner stickers. More alphas. Oh, these mini ones. I've got a little. That's what this little piece of vellum here is. I thought I'd use that little offcut for a purpose. Oh, slipping. There we go. Then we've got planner sticker kit, which I was going to keep all of that together because I will be doing a spread in there. Oh, those again, leftovers from last year. I like to keep the leftovers and then go through like my bag, the little drawstring bags that come that your kits come in. That's where I store all my bits at the end of a month, and I quite like just to go through that and check what I can use again. Right, memory keeping big boxes, so that's kind of probably more for using in the Dori. Alphas, oh, those are my stickers, I just chopped them up for storage. Those are kind of some of the shapes and things that I was talking about. So those are like functional plannery ones. Then we've got some decorative ones. I'm going to put those in memory keeping. Bits and bobs, I'm going to put those in functional. That's planner sticker, that's fine. And then these are some leftovers again from previous years. Those are kind of the functionally ones, functionals and leftovers, and decorative ones. Memory keep, memories, decorative. I'm going to go memory for that. And then all these smaller sheets we'll put together. Oh, I love old Simons. I'm going to have so much fun with those. I'm going to put that in plannery bits, but I'm going to put it separate, I think. Yeah, and then the clippy ones, the tab ones, I'm going to put with that so that they are all like that, because those are kind of a bit different. So let's sort this out. So my memory keeping ones, again, it's just making sure that I kind of see what I've got, and then I can use it and make sure I'm using everything that I want to. So I'm going to put those there, and I'm going to put the alpha sheet at the back of that. Oh, sorry, you can't see what I'm doing, can you? And then I'm going to put the smaller alphas in there, along with, no, we'll do the planner stickers next. So then planner stickers, and I'm just going to rearrange these a little bit so that I quickly see what's in there. And go here, and the weeks kit can go in there as well. And then will that fit there nicely? No, not really. I think I'm actually going to tuck those 3 sheets at the back of the memory keeping, because it makes another layer, it's easy to get to. And then these are basically decorative stickers. So let's make sure we've got a nice sheet at the front, because then when I open it I'll go, ooh yeah. And those more functional ones I'm going to put in there as well, and yeah, I will just know that they're there. There we go, make sure that's all glued down, that's fine. And that is my little sticker folder organised. Perfect. And how fabulous does that look with the Himalayan salt? It's just awesome. So there we go, lovely people. That is my February setup. I will be also sorting out my Erin Condren, which is where I tend to use my own sticker kits and sticker collections. No reason other than I just kind of like it that way, really. But yeah, if there's any questions, anything that you want a bit more information about, please do leave me any comments, questions down below. And until next time, lovely people, take care of yourselves, and bye bye for now.